sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweep. It's my time, not no Paddock for leap. They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I step through that spot, I don't creep. Call it lucky, I give it my all every day of the week. You know what I'm on. I see a crowd at the bottom, ain't with that, I climb to the peak. Don't write no red, but they know what I'm on, they address me as chief. I be dripping water like a reef. Slid off with the bag, but I ain't no thief. It's a sweep, they ain't even have a chance. I've been locked on that cash in a trance. Hit the end zone and do my little dance. Yeah, your chick blowing kisses like Lance. You go tell your mans, it's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Do my dance, Mr. Clean. Game nice, but I play it so mean. Front line, I'm protecting the team. John Madden, yeah, I boom with the scheme. Dream chasing, I've been chasing the dream. Paper chasing, I just made it my thing. Got the bag, I just need me a ring. G and Mel, hold it down for the team. It's a sweep, right? Shout out to Jokic, I'm locked in. Man, I swear that I'm focused. He toes up in the drip, I bet they didn't notice. Air Force Ones got me walking like POTUS. God's child, so I know that I'm chosen. Drake with me, man, I feel like DeRozan. Left and right wrist equally frozen. All four pockets equally swollen. It's a sweep. It's a sweep. Yeah. Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's bag season, I'ma post like a sinner. Diamond chains and I'm minking the win. All these rings on, you can tell I'm a winner. I'm a walking bucket like that boy out in dim. Got the pink slip for the whip.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And the Bills are going to recover. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
I don't know. I didn't know
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know that third down plan, stand by just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Allen now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Trent Sherfield, 29 yards. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Powerful running. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Herbert now. This is caught. Touchdown.
Not good, bro.
Gerald Everett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
A gain of 17 yards. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So so certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the option, here's Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Enough to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Yeah, all right, I got him. Instead, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell them pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballo's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Many, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock, now my life son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the door and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
There you go.
I with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah, all these dumb some go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters when we just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't since I got rich. And she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Riding up with the fettuccine and both that can't talk twice. Now they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jack it off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the LA Chargers. Visit Southern California. The Niners and Chargers. Off we go from L.A. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now Samuel. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? that all of them are not just cover corners. Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary. That's what we just saw, isn't it?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Purdy now to throw. And his pass incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 6 yards away. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2nd down and 4. Purdy from the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Purdy. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible too.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Powers through him. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this up past the 45. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On second down, here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Let's go. Ray. Hey, Kappa. 21. Go.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Herbert throwing again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Herbert on first down now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. Well, that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. On first down, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Purdy sets up to throw again. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. As the 1st half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. Purdy, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught at the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This 2nd and 4. Herbert now.
That's crazy.
And his throw here is incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Herbert back to the air. Forced, and a big loss here as he's taken down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They snap it to Herbert, escaping the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Back to throw here, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And there's Williams. What a catch. And it's a room to maneuver. A big play there for Ray. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line.
That's amazing.
And now they're in the hurry up. To the air again, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy from his own end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Christian McCaffrey inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs up. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice throw.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 yards, first down Niners. McCaffrey running up the middle. And some room to run now. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Down to the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point try now from Dicker. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. He was brought down by Michael Davis. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit. Yeah,
but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
This is Samuel. Yeah, nice run past the 30-yard line there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Samuel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Herbert. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Herbert going to throw. That is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Herbert.
I had him. I think I had him.
Throw out wide. He's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Diego. I'm with the cash like Diego. God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinding.
I got two teams besides the Chargers, the Texans and the Seahawks.
Just cause I took her on the island, the money keep on piling.
Those are my teams.
Better talk nice. Fucking up with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice.
I like the
Praying my
Panthers.
downfall, everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off, rich, so I'm so off life. God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and off we go from Seattle. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to... inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Smith. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On first down, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And that's good.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Powers through. And a good burst there gets him 7 into midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The 20. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
At the 6-yard line.
And all it'll intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having it.
There he goes, left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Detroit.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Lions, first down.
Here's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
To kick off for the Lions.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first. Play will come to an end. 21-0 our score after one.
Hey, we're going.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a... Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, say you gon' ride, is you gon' step by me, can't do it back, keep racks on me, name home with I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you ride it. I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Pull up in that new thing. When I'm swerving and holding up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give them the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step up the steppers, like in white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instinct.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Diego.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah. All these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. can't since I got rich. And she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fell in love with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these dummies on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Hey, middle.
They begin the drive with Hill. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
We used to work with wingless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson now. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
They run with Edwards off the option. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Cartwright came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And the Cowboy first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, 47 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This time, Jackson will throw it. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cowboys 7, Ravens nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his...
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
20. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
What is he? What are you talking about?
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Jackson, throwing on first down.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, design run for their wideout.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, charging a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Arthur Mallett.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Prescott now. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. Now he's loose at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and goal at the 9.
They'll run here with Edwards. And they'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option. And it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Running always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Run the ball first.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Give me that.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for
Right.
this first half.
You playing with
That's it
Dak
for the
Prescott.
first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Put in shape, man, bro.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit and trying to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You still suck.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
Still suck. I don't call that good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 22-yard line.
Change it. Yeah. You.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
He's got this one complete to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Now Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. Bulldozes back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
26.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth-quarter lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Ravens 46.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
They don't do any time.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. That is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance. They needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
That's my 99 kicker.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Field goal out of you.
I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 47 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 43, Ravens 33.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jackson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down. Jackson to throw. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Yeah, glass is weak. Really weak.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson. That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here.
Let's go.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. It really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some...
That is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, I got to do it.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy on Gettin in the game on defense. Every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.